A chasm opens between Donnie and his mother. Her obsession with financial security clashes against his apathetic indifference, foreshadowing a rebellion that will shatter the very foundations of their world. A rebellion against society's expectations, a storm brewing beneath the surface. The walls between Donnie and his family crumble, revealing the raw wounds of mental anguish. His mother's yearning for connection is met with hostility, leaving behind a desolate landscape of fractured communication. In the depths of his alienation, Donnie retreats into a world of fantasy, leaving his parents' concerns to drift away like whispers on the wind. A detachment from reality deepens his isolation, casting him adrift in a sea of solitude. A menacing presence emerges from the shadows, a figure known only to Donnie Frank, a harbinger of danger and psychological torment. His arrival marks a turning point, a descent into a labyrinth of fear and uncertainty. Time itself becomes malleable. Reality bends and twists as Donnie grapples with the concept of time travel and fate. He stands at the precipice of an existential crisis, lost in a world where the lines between delusion and truth blur. Paranoia seeps into the community like a venomous fog, eroding trust and fueling suspicion. Shadows lengthen as events unfold, foreshadowing a descent into chaos and destruction. Donnie's perception of reality is manipulated by an external force, Jim Cunningham, a figure of deceptive charm and manipulative rhetoric. His promises of salvation entangle Donnie further in a web of deceit, exacerbating his already fragile mental state. This exchange establishes the central conflict, Donnie's struggle with fear and love. His mother dismisses his concerns as premarital sex, highlighting a disconnect between their understanding of reality. Donnie's first encounter with Frank plants the seeds of doubt and paranoia. It blurs the line between reality and hallucination. The revelation of Roberta Sparrow's philosophy of time travel adds another layer to Donnie's predicament. It suggests a connection between his visions and preordained fate. Donnie's confrontation with Mr. Cunningham marks a turning point in his emotional journey. He experiences both fear and defiance against the manipulative cult leader. The introduction of infant memory generators adds a chilling layer to Donnie's world. It suggests that reality is malleable and can be controlled. Donnie's dream sequence about a jet engine falling on his room foreshadows the destructive forces at play in his life. It highlights his sense of impending doom. Donnie's conversation with Dar Monatov about time travel reveals his growing awareness of the complexities of reality and his desire for answers. The scene with Sparkle Motion's performance highlights Donnie's alienation from his peers. He feels disconnected and unable to relate to their world. Donnie's interaction with his father reveals a desperate need for connection and understanding. The father's attempt at support is clumsy but genuine. The climax of the scene with Frank reinforces Donnie's fear and confusion. The line "burn it to the ground" signifies a desire for destruction and escape, reveals Donnie's growing isolation and defiance towards authority, introduces the conspiracy narrative and establishes Cunningham's controversial public persona, highlights the tension between Donnie's unconventional teaching style and traditional educational values, underscores Donnie's frustration with authority figures and foreshadows his future rebellious actions, sets up a contrast between Donnie's reality and the seemingly idyllic world of competitive dancing, introduces Fiver's premonition and sets the stage for the film's exploration of fate and impending doom, reveals Fiver's persistent warnings about the coming danger and establishes the theme of denial and disbelief, highlights the theme of collective responsibility and questions whether individuals can escape their destiny, explores the nature of empathy and the value of life, even in seemingly insignificant creatures, challenges Donnie's apathy towards life and suggests that understanding others can lead to deeper meaning, illustrates the importance of storytelling and its power to connect us to larger narratives, introduces the concept of divine intervention and suggests that fate may be influenced by external forces, creates a turning point in Donnie's understanding of his situation and foreshadows his involvement with Frank, develops the film's themes of paranoia, conspiracy, and manipulation, explores the complexities of family relationships and exposes the fragility of appearances, reveals Donnie's fractured mental state and foreshadows his descent into darkness, highlights the power of denial and sets the stage for a tragic confrontation with reality. reveals Frank's influence on Donnie and foreshadows the consequences of his actions, introduces the concept of free will versus determinism, and explores the limits of human understanding. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.